Vaping with the Ohmies. 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 Vaping with the Ohmies.
Welcome everybody, welcome to the show. Let me introduce you to some dudes in case you don't know. First we got Aziz all the way from Kuwait. Always has a point when it's time for debate. Ohm.My.Lanta, some call him Dan. Got the dad jokes in the palm of his hand. PoonSauce Mcnasty got his eyes on the news, got his ear to the streets, and he's down for his crew. Next up is Clown, the DIY king. Got a juice line and some coils that sing. Then there's a bear who's smarter than average, quick with the wit, his name Vaper Swaggins. Then there's the homie, we know him as Frames, and too many guests to remember the names. Together they make up this killer vape panel every Monday on the Clown Vapes channel. Vaping with the Ohmies. 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 Vaping with the Ohmies.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vaping with the Ohmies. What's in the news, PoonSauce? Alright guys, it's that time for Dan's Dad Joke of the Week.
Hello. Okay, so I actually played the intro right this time. I had to get it right at least once, since. All right. How's it going, Ohmies? Everybody out there, how you doing? How you feeling? And all that situation. Yeah, we got a special guest over in this corner right here.
Yeah,
Vaping Canadian.
Thanks. That's me.
Yeah, awesome stuff. Very exciting, very fun. Yeah, let's get this ball rolling. Mr. Franklin, take it away. What you vaping on?
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Buffet time?
It's awkwardness.
All right, guys. I'm going to start it off with that Keen from Times Vape and Tenacious TX Vapes with the Axley on top. Did a little mix match action on there, too. I got that clear cap as well with the black beauty ring and AFC on top. Of course, JT Chop Top, that Blizzard tip, one of the winter collection. Absolutely loving that. Inside, overdripped vanilla custard from my man himself, a fellow Canadian as well. Makes the best vanilla custard juice that has ever been made, hands down. Also, Copper Unicorn with a nice patina going on there with a Blood Moon Chop Top on top as well with a new green button, because you guys know how I am about green, so had to get one of those on there. Also got that Just Right Unicorn in that red knurled action with Cosmonaut and another DHD Chop Top on top. It's that carry tip. And then that's got Tropica from 12 Monkeys, and inside the other unicorn was a Sad Boy custard cookie. Good stuff. And the One Gin M with the Hellfire Sentinel, and this has got Tango Melon inside because Tango Melon. And that's it for me. I'm gonna pass it to our guest because I don't normally get to do that. So I'm gonna pass it to you, Brian. What you got for us tonight?
Thanks, brother. I'm keeping it simple. Got 2 desk setups and 2 carry setups and a pod system.
Nice.
Who can guess my Addy? Is it the gear?
Yeah, dude.
Of course.
Stratum 0 21700 setup. Gear. This is an OG gear with the PMMA tank. Kicking it back. 510 from Signature Tips. And liquid pony on acid.
Yeah, dude. That's Max Life.
Love it. First desk setup is this guy.
Ooh.
That BMI Grim Green Casa action. And
just look at that.
the RTA that actually surprised me, this Unity RTA, which is,
dude.
It's pretty amazing. DHD chop on the top, green something or other. I don't know what it's called. Liquid in there is what I've got left of Nilla, because Dan, I'm still waiting for another bottle to hit my doorstep out here.
Oh, is that the grapefruit?
That's the grapefruit,
That's
man.
Nilly.
Oh,
That's
Nilly.
Millionaire.
Oh, so good.
I hooked him up at NVE, and he got a hold of it.
Sure did.
I'm going to need some more of this. I got you.
Got that Aspen Modco. This is Pearl Monarch. Another gear on top, gold version. Another 510 from Signature Tips. And I'm actually vaping a new liquid from the Canadian company, Salt Next, but this is their Boost. It's kind of an apple, candied apple. Delish. And lastly, my pod system. This is the disc. Y'all know Otis Design. I forget the guy's name, but he did this.
Oh, really? That's an Otis did a pod?
Otis did a pod, yeah.
Shit, I'm interested now. Is that weird?
I'll pop in the chat the name of the company. He's got a separate company. He wanted to separate himself from
Otis Design.
The two companies. Yeah. It's a closed system, but it's got wireless charging, and it's just hella sexy, man. Vapes like a champ. So in here is Canada eClouds did the liquid for them, and it's like a vanilla mint.
Nice.
And that's what's up.
There you go. Nice.
So I'm gonna throw it, I guess, if you want me to, over to the bearded guy with glasses. That'd be Dan.
I'm like checking. I'm like, yeah, we're screwed there. What's up, Ohmies? I have this guy, my top side profile, DHG chop top, and then I have Transistor Cinnamilk. Really good stuff. Just dropped it. Anyways, Dreamer. I had to break out the gear and put it up there because I know this has to be Brian's like favorite RTA. He owns like 7 of them. Switch my button out gold. It's pretty.
Nice.
I like it. And then I have from La Banger Lemon Phrase, that strawberry lemonade, which this is my second bottle. This stuff is going to be an all summer, like something will have that juice in it no matter what. I also have my Unicorn full white brass. I got more of a white button than the blue. So what are you going to do? Not as matchy as James. And then I got Pony on Acid. Someone gave me some, and it's the first time I've actually got to spend some time with it. It's good stuff. And then last, I have that Mr. Just Right Unicorn with the Unity on top. So why not just go all Mr. Just Right? This is Sammy Nitro's favorite setup. He always says tanks on tubes or I'm not your friend. So I had to do it with another DHD chop top on that. And in that, I have my buddy Eric Vinyl and Vapor's Deep Cuts Dragon Shake. Like, usually don't see me with this because I like Psycho Crueler more, but I revisited it and I like it now. And I will pass it off to James. Say it again for me.
Say what again?
What's his new name?
Poon Syrup McWaffle.
Oh, Poon Syrup McPower Waffle, bro. You guys got to start that hashtag. It's a thing. Hashtag Poon Syrup McPower Waffle.
God damn it. Okay.
Oh, it's so good.
Hello.
Or
During his
or
live,
hashtag Dunkel Croy.
You need to just spam that.
I just need to just disappear. Okay, well, the first setup I got tonight is the AF mod by Alliance Tech with the skill on top, DHD drip tip on top as well. In there, I got some boosted intercooler. And then what else do I got? I got my Lazy Vapor DNA 75C 21700 with the Alliance with the Flav 24 Evo on top. And in there, I got some Moon Mountains Buzzberry.
Dunkel Croy.
And then I got my brand new fixed up M17 by Axis Vapes. All instead of DNA 200 now, it's a DNA 250 with the Haku Phenom on top. And inside of there, of course, I got some transistors, LSD, lemon sugar drop. Great stuff there. And then my new go-to, my new everyday hold on to, it doesn't leave my side. Tormund, my Aspen Modco with the Recoil Rebel DHD tip on there. And inside of there, I got some Korean Jesus. And that's me.
Korean Jesus?
Yeah, tell me more.
For real.
Is it spicy?
And let's pass it off to Swags.
All right. Fantastic. What's going on, everyone?
I thought you were gonna leave the loop on the whole time.
I was done. I was me just showing everybody that you can't get a dry hit if you wick the profile unity right. What's going on, everybody? Hello, panel. Hello, Brian, you sexy motherfucker. Hello, chat. I'm here. My name's Vapor Swaggins, and I'm not going to say my tagline because I messed it up. So, first of all, I'm vaping the black-coated copper indicator with that new constant contact button. And on top, of course, the blacked-out Turk V2 DHD Purple Heart Chop Top on top, and inside of that, I have a Nectosphere by Transistor, and it's like really, really low right now, and it's giving me a minor anxiety attack. Secondly, I'm vaping on the MMK, and on top of that, a Turk V2 in blacked out because I freaking love this RDA, man. And on top of that is the Warrior. The Warrior's like got a knurled drip tip, if you remember having a Warrior, so it's all knurled out. I love it. And inside of that, I have Tango Melon by Transistor. My go-to, my ride or die. And lastly, I'm vaping on the Smuggler by Sturm, Polish mod, copper contact. And on top of that, the Jenna RDA by Jay Hayes and Raven's Moon. And inside of that, I also have Tango Melon. I'm a simple guy, simple tastes. And I'm vaping on a couple of pod systems, the Infinix and the Caliburn, with some, unfortunately, some Nick salts. But I have some 12 milligram coming in, and I plan to just like get rid of all Nick salt from my life. Not to say that you have to, but for me, it's just like I kind of want to transition off of the old 30 milligram.
I'm right there with you, bro.
Too much.
Yeah, man.
And I think that I was the last one, so I'm going to pass it off to Clown, and you can finish this off.
All right. Got the Unicorn, the Mr. Just Right 1 edition. Goon 25, color changing DHD. So it goes from black to red.
Nice.
Yeah. Made me happy when I found that out. Then I got the Turkish Harvest, the last couple of drops, which makes me sad.
Your bottle even matches your setup. That's
dude.
perfect.
He went all out.
Yeah, that's how I roll. I go matchy that hardcore, dude.
Dude, he's taking it next level, man. I need to step my game up.
Look at that. Dan's pretty damn close.
Trying.
I got my Warlock's Hammer Profile Unity on top. Not gonna lie, that just awesome vape. DHD drip tip. And then that I got from Artist E-Liquid was it My Sweet Dragon?
Dude, I actually like that one.
Yeah, it's
not
a really
too bad.
good one. It's a dragon fruit gummy.
Ooh,
pretty good stuff.
Yeah. And then lastly, Elite V3 super patinaed out Keen.
Dude, I like the way that looks, man.
Smells like pennies.
Oh, very much so.
I smell pennies.
And I got Harambe and that guy from 12 Monkeys. So yeah, James, you want to do some shout outs real quick?
Absolutely. But before we get to some shout outs, I do want to take a quick moment to shout out our awesome sponsor, independent vapor company, IVC. If you guys didn't know, is the sponsor of Vaping with the Ohmies. And if you guys go on their website, independentvaporcompany.com, and use the code Ohmies20, that gets you 20% off your entire order, guys. So make sure you guys take advantage of that code. Use it up, get you guys some delicious Millionaire, grab some Parade Maker, any of the amazing juices they got over there. I think they got some Transistor and stuff as well. So definitely go over there, grab up some amazing juice, and always got to make sure we shout out IVC and sending them all the love. So with that being said, let's scroll up to the top of the chat. And first person I seen in the chat today, because I was like in here earlier, was my man Jacoby Vapes. What is going on, dude? big shout outs to you, man. We got Texas Cloud Town in the house at number 2. What is up, man? And apparently Stan might have been spamming or something because there's a lot of messages that aren't there no more. So shout outs to Tenacious TX Vapes, my man Stan. We got Shane Oakley. Big shout outs to Shane Oakley. He was on the Weekend Wisdom stream over on Texas Cloud Town's channel this past weekend. Now it's an advocacy based live stream, and they did an absolutely killer job. And I definitely think that they should just keep running with that, dude. Shane did an awesome job over there with Jay, and I feel like they could put on a pretty good show. We got my man Lethal Coils in the house as well, bro. Shout outs to you. We got Vaping Miner, Dave Satak, hashtag Morning Crew, my man Sean Typhon, aka the Angry Hippie. You can catch me and him on Friday in that green room stream. And last but not least, I want to make sure we shout out the one, the only meme master herself, Miss Erica Vapes, and absolutely happy birthday to you, Erica.
Happy
you are
birthday.
the absolute king or queen, I should say, of the meme game.
Oh, shit. Happy
Creates
birthday.
all the amazing thumbnails for not only the Ohmies, not only the Vape Stew, but the Green Room and PoonSauce Mcnasty as well. So she does it for 4 shows, guys, and she does a killer job. And of course, our
That's
lovely
unreal.
moderator as well. So yeah, go ahead and take it over, Clown. I think that's about it for me.
Oh, awesome stuff. All right. So let's do this. What's in the news, PoonSauce?
You need to say it with more enthusiasm, okay? It's an exciting moment.
I said it with my flair, fucker.
No,
Just
there's
do
no,
it.
There wasn't any flair to that. That was
What's in
just
the
bad.
Give it the old flea flicker.
Flea
the flare
flicking,
flucker.
fucking fluking. Okay, I'm gonna change things up a bit because, of course, you guys
I'm gonna
know
kick you in
that.
the piss flaps.
Don't talk about my piss flaps like that. That's news. Okay, we all know that the news in this industry is always kind of negative. It's a downer. It's kind of people. It's like it's frustrating. It's aggravating. Everything you could possibly think of negative kind of emotion you can get. That's what you get when you hear about what's going on with the news in vaping. But I think it's a nice little chance to bring up some positives because there's always good to have positive news in this industry. Like we just saw one that happened earlier. The lovely state of Indiana they were having a legislation go through to where they were going to get a tax increase, a very hefty tax increase go through, and it got shut down. Didn't happen because it didn't get through it wasn't cleared through legislature in time, which it's a great thing. Stuff like that is stuff to celebrate about because there's always so many like flavor bans going through. There's all these kind of what else? Let's see, taxes, all these tax increase on like wholesaling and all that stuff. It's a downer. Everything in this industry that we're going through and seeing with news is just fucking negative. And I think we need to start shedding the light on a lot of the positive news that is in this industry as well, because for me, I would feel like if there was more positive news, then people would have the motivation to start advocating more because if the legislation can see the positive things that are happening out of this industry.
Sounds like you're talking about hope. And hope, as we all know, is a dangerous thing.
That's all we got to have. We got to have hope.
Rebellions were built on hope.
God damn you, Dan. I was literally right there, bro.
There has to be hope. There has to be. Otherwise, there's no... Even if there's no hope, you still have to fight. But it's good to show hope as well. Because what's the point of fighting if you can't see the light at the end of the fucking tunnel? And as long as you have the mindset that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and there, no matter how many times you get pushed back, 2 steps back, you can get that 5 steps forward if you just keep pushing.
Perseverance.
Damn right. And I know it's probably going to come back up to where the legislation is going to be brought back up again. But if they can say no to that legislation now, and if it gets brought back up again in the future, what makes you say it won't be shut down again? I know there's multiple states. Hawaii just got the tax. I think it was a flavor ban that got shut down. It was kind of like thing like that. And then Hawaii, I know there's so many positives going on as well as with all the negatives that we need to spread the light and spread the stories of the positive things going around in this industry, as well as inform people of the negatives, because of course the negatives are important to know because it will keep all of us informed of what's actually happening. But the positives are just as important.
Yeah, Breezetown says something, just a little quote right here that I think's kind of cool. It says, change the way you look at things and the things you look at change. Like
Definitely.
that's as simple as that is. That's pretty deep when you think about it. You know what I mean?
Why does that guy have to live all the way in Australia?
I don't know.
wanna-
Dude. I love you,
Breezetown, we
Breezetown.
love you, dude.
Oh, and they gotta keep it positive AF out there. Seriously, Australia.
For real.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We have
In
our
that kind of
shit here,
place, it's
but-
hard to keep a positive mindset, and especially in Southern Australia. But you just got to keep fighting, like I
Oh
always
yeah,
say.
for sure.
Keep
I mean,
that
I look.
positive mindset. Keep the fight going. Remember, one little spark in somebody's head that thinks negative about this industry, one spark in their head, and they can change their life. It can change their outlook. It can change their opinion. That's all it takes. Is
What were you gonna say, Clown?
one thought.
I was just gonna say, I look at like other countries that have gone more the better route on vaping. That's like something to look at. That it's possible. You just got to keep fighting for it.
Like Canada, for
Yeah.
instance.
Mhm.
Exactly.
I was
Good.
gonna,
Good.
I was
Segue.
gonna ask Brian for his opinion on this because he's on the other end of things versus us over here, still on the.
You know, I can joke and say if it doesn't work out for y'all boys, you can head on over this side of the border. But I know like not much happens out here, thanks to Health Canada and our government seeing it as a positive. But that doesn't stop me from getting blasted in my news feed every morning. I'm on the train to work, and if there's a Canadian news outlet reporting, it's off of an American news outlet. And it irritates me. And I don't sit here, I'm not ignorant, I don't sit here and think, well, I'm shielded from all of this kind of stuff. I chat with some of the shop owners out here, like Brian Adenushi or Joe at Wicks and Wires, and they say, look, we're not shielded from what's going on in the United States. That's just a hop, skip, and a jump over the border. So we have to understand that advocacy in Canada, although it's not nearly at the level that it is in the United States, we still have to consider that, right? And we have to keep our ears open and keep promoting the benefits of vaping, even in Canada. And I truly feel disappointed that all of you have to go through this nonsense. I really do.
Yeah, man, it's an uphill battle for sure, but seeing countries like like yourselves out there in Canada and the UK, it gives us hope that hopefully eventually, if enough of us speak up and fight for it, we can hopefully make that change for ourselves. Because there's proof out there, with the Royal College of Physicians. Like we say this all the time, guys. You can always go there and check out and see these studies, and they have proof showing it's 95% safer. You know what I mean? Honestly, it's just so frustrating, and sometimes I just feel like we're getting beaten down, and it's just like, what else do we got to do? Us as advocates and people that actually are out here trying to do our part. Sometimes it gets a lot. It takes a lot of weight on your shoulders, guys. But you got to remember, we just got to keep pushing forward, because if we don't, who is?
I will say, I know we've kind of joked a lot about that thing that happened in Albany last week with that dumbass talking about things she didn't know anything about. But
yeah,
that aside, I kind of felt re-energized watching so many people come up and do their confession of like what vaping did for them, for their families, for what have you, how it affected and impact a change in their lives for the better.
And this is what we need to see more at these town hall meetings, guys, is people actually showing up and giving their testimonies, as well as the opposite or the antis, like we've seen here, giving complete BS, manufactured information that is completely false. We all know it because we've sat here and we've done the research, and we know what's going on. But anybody else out there just sitting there that is not a vapor or is outside of this community is probably going to take what she's saying for what it is. You know what I mean? Because they don't know any better.
Yeah.
So we got to do our part to go out there and actually give the facts and give our points of view and how it's affected us. And hopefully enough of us get out there and enough of our stories get shared and enough people hear it, we could change that public perspective. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. We need to reach outside the community and reach, everybody else that's seeing this crazy manufactured epidemic that's going on.
But the crazy thing about it is a lot of people, a good portion of the country, do not go out and look for what's going on. don't look for actual facts. They take what is given to them into their face through the boob tube, the TV, or anything they see on the internet. They take that as that's the facts they see.
The boob tube.
Yeah, the boob tube kid.
Scrambly boobs, like back in 1999.
No, like the pointy ones, like Madonna used to wear. You get what I'm talking.
He went back to the 80s on that one.
So
Taking it back.
everybody's seeing all this stuff that happened with that Albany thing about what that lady said, and people are taking it as its actual facts because they don't go out of their way to do the research. That's where we come in. That's where we have to do our part and actually show them what the real information, what the factual information actually is. Otherwise, people are going to just keep on going to these kind of meetings and saying that kind of stuff, and the mass media, the mass public is going to believe every word they fucking say.
Let me ask from an outside perspective, right?
Okay.
I try as best as I can to follow, the media, the good, the bad, and what happened with this ammonia chick. Yeah, I feel like even if you guys go out and advocate and fight and tell the right side of the story, the guys on the other side of the bench aren't really listening. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah,
we know the reasons. We know the reasons for why they want to tax and why they want to regulate. It's all about money. It's all about pharma. It's, but it's you're sort of preaching to deaf ears. I feel like is that a thing? Like,
it feels that way.
Yeah.
It is.
Seeing that like committee and seeing the people at least that were sitting behind them, they could have cared less for what was going on in front of them.
Yeah, they were just like, well, this is what we have to do. We have to sit here. But it's just like, I wasn't the greatest student in school, but I had to go. You know what I mean? So I just had to sit there.
That part
tune
actually
that person
frustrated
out.
me a bit. Gonna lie.
You know what I mean? Just tune people out, and that's what they look like they're doing.
And the thing is too, is there's a lot of these representatives that are, they have their hand in the pot when it comes to big tobacco and big pharma, because they're shareholders in these companies.
Mm-hmm.
So ultimately that's going to skew their point of view on what, regardless, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's part of their income. So they're obviously they're going to side with them. So I do feel like sometimes we are preaching to deaf ears because they've already got their mind made up once they walked in the door, regardless of whoever's, going to come up and speak.
But the
So
mass
it's like, it's like it's a two-faced sword, man.
the mass public has one thing against them, though, is that they have the power to keep that person in office, and they also have the power to take them out of office.
Well, here's the thing about those committees, though, because if they're a committee, they are appointed. And that's where we get kind of screwed on that situation. When it comes to that, we don't get to elect them. They just get put into their jobs.
Yeah.
And that really, like senators, representatives, like all that, yeah, we get to vote those in. But committees, it's an uphill battle on that one.
Tenacious TX Vapes in the chat asks, is it fair to the people listening to just quit?
Quit what?
I don't know. I figured you guys would know.
Quit advocacy.
Yeah, is that what if you're saying by quit advocacy? Absolutely
button.
not. I don't believe that's what any of us are saying here. And I think what we're saying is sometimes it does feel like we are, preaching to deaf ears, or we are fighting a super steep uphill battle. But at the end of the day, it's a battle that has to be fought. And and if you can't win a fight if you don't engage. You know what I mean? Or if you don't defend yourself.
The fact that it was shared on Facebook so much over, and it's recorded, and you could still keep sharing it to this day, I feel that right there actually speaks a lot more for itself. We could be like, here, you want to see something? These are all people that care, and these are their stories. You could go straight to the video and just share that post around.
Most definitely. Well, that's what it takes. Is one share can reach so many people that are not even vapors, and they can hear that, and their opinion will already be made up just because, like, oh, this was happening with government officials, so I have to believe this. It's the scary thing that happens.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna change gears here, and we're gonna get to know Brian a little bit. Man, tell us about your story here. How'd you get started?
It's funny you said change gears, because I have 75 gear RTAs. My story, well, I won't bore you too much, but vape-wise, I first started or at least I should say, I first tried vaping in 2014, and previous to that, and not for the whole 25 years, but for 25 years, smoked about a pack and a half, 2 packs a day. And I tried hypnosis, gum, pills, patch, the whole thing. Nothing worked. I tried cold turkey a handful of times. Nothing worked. And when I tried in 2014, as everybody here can attest, there were slim pickings with regards to a really good, solid quit smoking aid from vaping. And so that lasted about 6 months. I went back to smoking butts. It wasn't until about a year and a half ago, a good buddy of mine had a ciga-like, and I don't remember what it was, but it was fine. He pushed it on me and said, try this, and I actually quite enjoyed it. Went away to Florida with the family for a vacation and picked up a whole bunch of stuff at a shop nearby where we were staying, and that was it. My starting vaping story is a lot different than, for sure, most of you guys and most people out there. I went straight sub-ohm tanks. I had I don't know, it was one of the G-Priv mods from Smoke and whatever Prince Crown fucking baby beast.
Yeah, baby fat
something, whatever.
Prince.
The one with 16 coils in it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That, lasts for 3 days and then it's burnt.
I thought it was 3 hours.
Oh, you got 3 days, bro? You're
yeah,
lucky.
man. Yeah, I got the special ones. But that was it. And so something you should know about me. I mean, I'm a car guy. I like tinkering with things. And so outside of the fact that vaping got me to quit legitimately, I haven't touched a cigarette since then. The hobbyist side of things is really what captured me. As you all know, there's no end to the type of mod you can have.
Oh, dude, I'm continuously to this day still buying stuff. Like that urge is always still there for that. That hobbyist side of me.
Yeah, and the opportunity to test all these things out, see different airflows, and building my own coils to see what the difference is, totally caught my attention. And frankly, I just like shiny things.
Dude, all the shiny things, just like Swaggy over there. And it's certainly dangerous because it can get out of control.
Absolutely.
Exactly. But I love it. The most joy that I get, though, is where I am. There's not a lot of, I don't have a lot of buddies who vape. I have that one buddy, and that's it. And so I remember the day where I'm like, well, I'll start another Instagram account and I'll just post vaping stuff. And see what's what. And I don't do reviews. I'm not on YouTube. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. So I'm as active as I can be on social media on my Vaping Canadian Instagram, because the community is spectacular. I mean, it was much like the car community when I was younger, guys who were modifying their cars. It's the same sort of camaraderie. But what's great about this is none of you are from Canada. Breezetone's in the chats from Australia, and I chat with people in the UK and chat with people in Bahrain.
We have a panel member from Kuwait.
Yeah, from Kuwait, right? And everyone's like, my dude, my friend, what's up, my pal. It's fantastic. And to have this sort of built-in community and the camaraderie just feels real good. I mean,
it's like from day one too. I like how you say built in. It's not something that we've ever really highlighted, but it's a true way of kind of explaining it. As soon as you start vaping, if you tell somebody in the community you're vaping, even people that are new to the show, it's in complete welcome. It's no poser, no hate, no drama. I mean, you get subsets of that in any bit larger group, but for the most part, I don't think anybody's had a bad experience being I want to vape, or I'm interested in vaping, and then asking questions and being completely just welcomed in with open arms.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite thing, dude. When you get somebody, they're like, this is a newbie stupid question, how do you build this? And everyone's like, it's not a stupid question.
That's always the first thing I say. The only stupid question is the question you don't ask.
Exactly.
Especially when it comes to something like this, because we want to make sure, especially I speak for all of us here when I say this, we want everybody to be safe. and have, an enjoyable experience, at the end of the day.
We
So
all have
whatever we could do to help steer you in that right direction, ask away.
we all have a common goal. Everyone
Exactly.
in the community, stay off cigarettes.
Yeah.
Let's still get the nicotine that we all want as adults, and let's help each other out. I love it, man. I'm glad I found it. Like, you guys are some of my best friends. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
that's how the
Family.
community is.
When you talk like that, you make me want to give you a hug. You're way too far away.
I miss your hugs.
Air hug.
I told James a couple weeks ago, why can't we all just live together? We'd all hang at Swag's house because he has all the cool stuff.
Yeah, he has all the
My
cool
house
toys.
is like 700 square feet.
We'll make it work.
Oh man.
I call the bathtub.
Deal.
Yeah. So, Brian, I know. I remember we talked about what you do for a living.
That's right. Yeah. So, I've been in online communications for 22 years. 16 of those, I ran my own agency. Online communications is a fancy term for I'm a web designer.
Nice.
That's the easy way about it. Yeah. Fast forward, I'm currently a design director at one of the big 3 telcos in Canada.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it's my first corporate job in-house, not agency. But it sort of offers me the freedom at this point in my career to have some time for hobbies, have some time for family, so I can get into my wood shop and build
Nice.
build stuff. I can get into the room that I'm in right now, which is a fucking disaster.
Oh, dude, if you can only see my desk right now.
I wasn't about to come here to impress anybody, so I didn't bother cleaning up.
Neither did Corey, so it's all right.
No, he threw his blanket over his pile of dirty clothes.
like,
Sorry.
look
No,
at
I
it
didn't
now.
know. That's actually clean clothes, and I'd even put the blanket over.
Quiet, Uncle Croy. Brian was talking.
I'm just gonna sit back and just enjoy my life.
But the important takeaway from that is, because I've been doing this for so long, there's not only the camaraderie in the community and just having conversations with people, but I can actually offer something back. As you all know, I just got fed up with them not having Nick and Ruby not having a website for Culture of Cloud, so I can give back. I can do a site for them.
Dude, that was awesome. Their website now is so kick-ass. Their new logo that you made, like...
But see, that's
awesome.
That's something I can offer, right? That's what I know.
You just brought up a great point, Brian. Is like the fact that, what's also great about us vapors as a community is that we all have vaping as a common ground, but we all have specialties. There's people like even in the stew crew, coil builders, like people within the vape industry that do stuff that help us, like hobbies or whatever. But you have people who are web designers or
mechanics,
product developers, whatever.
Like I'm a carpenter by trade.
I
Danielle
train dolphins.
I know Danielle Jones has done a lot of design work for everybody. So yeah, I mean, and it's funny because Swaggy, I don't even think about what all of you do or like what Nick did or any of them, right? I see you as a vapor. That's the commonality.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we, build our relationship. But it leaves more to discover about that person.
Yeah.
Right? It's the most fascinating thing. It really is.
It's better than talking about the weather. That's for sure.
I mean, I got off the train today from work. It was hailing.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Bro.
Amazing. Canada.
Canada.
Yeah. It's awesome.
I'm not too far away. I mowed my grass yesterday. It was like snowing today. So
Yeah.
went out.
Oh man.
I know
It's
there
like
was
a
a bunch.
flip-flop.
There was a bunch of Canadians out at CVE in Edmonton this past weekend because we can't have all that good stuff in Ontario anymore. So there are some bad things, and there was full on snow out there. But that's Edmonton.
And that's like Canada in a nutshell for you.
I got a question for you, Brian.
Go for it.
Of course, we've all kind of been vaping for a while, and we all have like a very specific style. Like, have you noticed like over your journey, like you've kind of gone from like one to another to like you found that one that's like your preferred style, that's your go-to, but you still like to kind of dabble off and try other things. But like, what's that one like style of vaping that's like your go-to every day?
That's a fantastic question. I'm happy you asked me. Yeah, a lot of money was spent buying gear, buying liquid, trying to figure out, like, buying multiple pod systems.
What the hell? Can you guys only hear me out there?
My daily banger out and about, that's just what I prefer to use. Listen, this high end thing also kind of bit me real hard in the ass.
Bro, it's
Like,
been getting a
real
lot of
hard.
people lately.
You fancy.
It's just, I'm trying to be swags. It's just I gotta be
Dude, you
real
don't want to
honest.
be swags, man. Did you see what I posted today on Instagram? Shit, you don't want to be me.
I sure did, man, and I was crying for you. But again, it's that, shiny new thing. I just, form factor, materials, being a hobbyist woodworker, I appreciate stabbing acrylic. I appreciate something that's CNC'd and it's like
Hey, man,
smooth
when
like
you're ready to do your prototype line of boxes, I'm your man.
Well, I mean, I don't want y'all to think this is some here comes Brian the Vaping Canadian already. He's designing an RTA, but I have designed an RTA to the point where it's already in Fusion 360. I have drawings.
Fantastic.
Nice.
So the reason for that is selfishly because I've taken what I've loved from all the things I've tried, mashed it together. There's no massive innovation here, but selfishly, it's exactly what I want. And if I could have just this one RTA and not sell any, it's not about the money.
That's where it starts. That's where it starts, my friend. That resonates with me.
So we'll see what happens with that.
Dude, I can get with that, man.
We'll see what happens.
You know what? That surprises me, and it also surprises me that we don't have a private chat, a DM going on. Is that what a DM is? Is a private chat? Is that a?
I think, is that what that is?
Yeah,
I think that's what it is. I'm not
So
sure.
we should don't let your dreams be dreams. Let's see what we can do about making that whole second half of whatever Shia LaBeouf says happen.
Just do it.
Yeah,
Just
let's do it. Let's have that part happen.
Yeah.
Cool.
You gotta jump up when you say just do it.
Just do it.
And it's done.
What's done?
and lol.
Lols, lots of lols.
Well, that's usually what happens when someone that you're excited about and people are getting to see more of you, because like you said, you were just on Instagram and now you're getting some exposure elsewhere. This is part of what happens when you're in the scene anyways. It's inevitable. You give back, and then all of a sudden you just find yourself in situations where more people can be exposed to, the good stuff that you're doing. It's fate, man. You can't fight it. It gets exhausting at times. But this is great for everybody because Brian, the Vaping Canadian's a good dude. I met him for the first time at MVE. He had who did he have? Eric Vinyl and Vapor on his nipples.
I sure did.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He cheated on Poon.
Yes.
Who, Eric?
Eric.
This,
I don't think
this
he
was before the
cheated on him.
proposal. It was before the proposal.
Okay.
So.
Oh
I don't
no,
think he
yeah.
cheated
This is
on him, but
before.
Brian was definitely peacocking
Yeah.
to show him like what's on the other side of the grass.
Exactly. So
That's really what it
If
Super
Eric
jealous
goes to
about that.
Brian, that's a complete upgrade. Just saying.
Brian's like the perfectly green grass. I'm like that weed between the sides.
Oh, come
Have you
on,
heard
man.
of crabgrass, Corey?
Yeah,
Corey's
exactly.
a gremlin.
I'm
putting
like that
Brian at
prickly
Ferrari.
weed that
Extra
you
on the
step in and
crab.
you're like, motherfucking God. Yeah, that's me.
NVE, I mean, I don't want to talk about it forever, but NVE was big for me because so a couple things. One, Instagram is never meant for what most people out there want it to be for. I need followers, I need likes, I need, I need people to look at me and be jealous of me, whatever that happens to be. I could give a shit about how many followers I have on Instagram. When I do a daily setup in the morning, when I try and do it every morning, it's just like, hey, here's what I'm vaping. Like maybe some people want to know about it. I'm happy to talk. That usually happens.
Yeah.
And I don't wait forever to reply. I try and reply right away because for me, that's my community. Those are my friends, right? It's not about, hustling or, vape chicks, pushing liquids. It's just to be closer to the community, really, to meet guys like you. And so when NVE, that opportunity came up, I said, you know what, everyone's going. I'm just going to hop on a plane and go because I'd like to meet these people in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
what we said.
I feel like that was what the biggest moments for us too is like the show was great, like seeing all like the products and trying the juices and all that stuff was awesome. But what made the show was meeting the people that you talk to on social media on a daily basis, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or in these YouTube live stream chats or just even in the comments, being able to put faces to names and actually get that, face-to-face time with people and actually kind of, get a little bit of backstory and you kind of get a feel for a person a little bit more when you get to hang out with them in person. You know what I mean? You kind of get to see their mannerisms and, like how they carry themselves and that type of thing. And it's just a cool experience.
They look like from the waist down.
Yeah, exactly. You can tell, you see that they're actually wearing pants because, 90% of the time I'm not. Oh, dude, you're breaking the YouTube rules, bro. No pants on YouTube. They can't see it.
Blasphemy.
Well, like, I know we've talked a bit about like going to the showcase, and as much as I want to go to the show, I just want to go hang out with whoever's going to make it. And that's what I'm looking forward to most. Like if we could go out to dinner or something, I don't fucking care, but I want to hang out with my friends.
Sure.
Absolutely, man. That's obviously that's always the one thing that I look forward to is what happens after the show, like, cause usually people get together, we like go out to dinner. Cause like my first show experience is probably one of the best ones for, many people out there. Like I literally went to a show and hanging up with people like Daily Vape TV, Stan, Tanisha Staggs Vapes, Demo, DJ LSB, and like all these other people that, I've watched, for years. And then, I'm out to dinner with them, hanging out, grabbing a beer and a burger. You know what I mean? Just sitting there doing everyday people stuff. Like it's, hanging out with a friend. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the cool things too, is going to these shows and you get to meet these, quote unquote vape famous, people or YouTube celebrities. And you just get to know that they're just normal people, just like you and me. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's just like you said, we all have vaping in common. Yeah. And like, that's where the conversation starts. And it always just like kind of goes off from there.
I'm going to point out one thing. When I met Dan, I don't know, within like half an hour, he's like, we should have you on the show. I'm like, all right, I just met you. I'd love to come on the show. And so here I'm on the show. Mm-hmm. I think I met all of you, perhaps.
Briefly, I'm sure.
Yeah, briefly, but we're all running around hanging out.
I talked to you quite a bit over that weekend, man.
Yeah.
I like hearing what you got to say. You speak words good.
I know English things.
Yeah.
Very eloquent.
You talk
good,
good.
dude, man. Yeah, you talk real good.
You guys spell words wrong, though.
You done talk, nigga. What do you mean we spell words wrong?
Like color?
Like as American to say?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to give us that talk now. Aluminium.
No.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Get out of here.
Sorry.
It's no problem.
Oh, man.
Just a little heads up. We've got quite a few Canadians that we hang out with in our Stooge Discord on a daily basis. And we usually give them, pretty hard times because they dish it back at us pretty hard as well. So if you get a suri every now and then, or you know, like
a boot,
and a boot,
and a boot.
That's where that comes from,
I
man.
can't say anything 'cause I'm from Nova Scotia.
Were any of you guys there for the McDonald's conversation?
No, I was not.
Not talking about it again.
They were ripping on True Vapors because he said that the proper way to say McDonald's is McDonald's.
Well,
according to UK Chris,
I disagree.
In England,
if it's MAC, then it's Mac. If it's MC, then it's Mick. That's pretty.
No, I got the support from the other guys because I was on with Savs yesterday, and they were saying McDonald's. So I was like, they are fucking crazy sometimes.
Thank you, Janklin,
aka Chris. Hello. Okay. He's crazy. He's a stooge kind of crazy.
See, Chris is my homie in the chat right now. He's spelling all the words right.
Yeah, he's a fellow Canadian.
Calor?
Shout out to Uncle Chris.
Neighbor. All right.
Yeah, you got to put the U in there, man.
All right.
Sure thing.
See, Swags is wearing a toque in honor of Vaping Canadian.
Absolutely.
You guys call it a toque?
Mm-hmm.
I call it a beanie.
We call it a down here in
beanie.
Texas.
I call it a brain sock.
Yeah,
or a brain sock.
Sure.
Makes us smarter.
Or an extra large
Gotta
yarmulke.
keep my brain warm. It's cold in here.
It's cold in here.
It's cold in here.
Don't want to get a brain freeze.
Gotta keep the noggin warm.
Yeah, I got nothing up there. Okay.
All right. You guys
Typing in the
wanna
wrong
wrap
place.
the show up?
Oh yeah,
guys
we got a
ready?
couple things to do, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Do mine first because I have a 4-year-old that needs to go to bed, so I can do my thing, and then I will dip out, and you guys can give juice of the week.
Thank you.
All right, Dan.
All right. Here goes.
I was gonna type in the Zoom chat, but we were already getting to it, so I'll just speak my mind. Go ahead.
All right, here goes. It's Dan's dad joke of the week.
Oh my god, you ruined it.
It's okay. I ruin it every week with the joke, so it doesn't.
I gotta be honest, I'm really looking forward to this part.
Oh, dude, I love this part.
It's the best.
It's the only reason they keep me around. All right. Why did the old man fall in the well?
I don't know.
Because he couldn't see that well.
Oh!
It would have been better if he said, why'd he fall into that well? Because he couldn't see that well.
Because he couldn't see that well. I just read them as they pop up on
I
Google.
just found my second career. I'm going to moonlight as somebody who edits bad jokes.
Dude, you'll make millions, bro. Millions.
At least edit the grammar. All right, you guys want to do some juice of the week real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Dan,
We
do
can
yours
do
real
that.
quick. Dan, do yours real quick.
My juice of the week is
La phrase.
lemon phrase.
La phrase.
Lemon phrase.
La
Lemon
berry.
phrase that. That is delicious stuff. I will pass it off to Brian.
Oh, juice of the week. Well, I don't know if you ever seen this. Moonberries from also from Salt Nicks. If you've ever had Hubba Bubba gum, this is it.
Bubba.
This is
Nice.
it. Delicious.
Delicioso.
Cool.
I'll go.
Yeah, you go.
I'm going to go Grindhouse Americano. Get you some, because this stuff is probably the best coffee e-liquid if you were to ask me. I've been vaping this heavy, and I did something cool, and I did a little mix max action with this, and I put some of this pumpkin from Guardian Angel.
Pumpkin.
It's a pumpkin cheese.
Oh, yeah.
With some of this, getting that pumpkin spice action, and it is delish. So yeah,
Isa did say
that's a twofer.
Isa did say around October he puts out a pumpkin.
Yeah, he does
spice
put out a
version.
pumpkin. Well, see, I can't wait till fall, so I'm having to make do.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta do what I gotta do.
I feel
And
you.
go ahead, Clown. What about you, bro?
I'm gonna go with, I don't like the name, but 12 Monkeys Harambe. Really good stuff, dude.
Harambe.
That's the orange one, right?
It's like lemon, lime, bunch of other citrus juice stuff.
Yeah.
It's really good though.
Toronto company.
PoonSauce, take it away. It's gonna be Transistor. Watch.
No.
Like giving him shit.
I think I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Moon Mountain's Buzzberry.
Buzzberry.
Really good. I like it a lot.
Some of that buzzberry.
I like it a loot.
I like it a lot.
Okay, PoonSauce. What's going on?
Swaggins, since you're the
Thank
only
you.
one
Yeah, finally. Jeez.
up. Oh, shut it.
Why don't you go wait a little bit longer next time?
That was a terrible rip on me, and I'm ashamed for you.
Okay, cool. All right, well, this is Transistor, and it's Nectosphere. It's a tangerine nectarine, and it's absolutely stellar. And I guarantee you that you'll enjoy it if you like tangerines or nectarines. That's my juice of the week. Did we all go?
Yeah, but before we get to anything else, we're talking about juice. Big shout outs to our sponsor again, IVC Independent Vapor Company, guys. You make sure you use the code Ohmies20. Go over there, use the code, get you some Millionaire. You know, they got that grapefruit that's delicious. They got the mango, which is my favorite, raspberry. They've got, that Parade Maker hazelnut toffee sugar cookie, one of my favorite morning vapes with my coffee in the morning. So, dude, they got anything you guys need over there. Check them out. IVC, Ohmies20, 20% off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. So closing notes. Brian, anything you want to promote or talk about real quick?
Just keep fighting, boys. I'll do my best that I can from this side of the border, but it was good to be on the show. I appreciate that. It's good to know all you guys, and I look forward to keep meeting everyone in this community. Instagram's a place to find me. Usually every morning, daily setup.
Yeah, go follow him, guys, because you can check out his morning setups in the morning, which I actually kind of look forward to throughout the day. I'm like, man, what's Brian vaping on today? He got another gear today.
Yeah, probably.
You got another gear.
It's another gear.
Absolutely.
Stratum Zero gear.
Yeah.
What juice
Yeah.
does he have?
Yeah. What juice is
Yeah,
it?
exactly. Is it a different drip tip?
Yeah.
There you go. James.
I did just put up a review today for you guys. If you guys haven't caught it beforehand, for the Profile Unity RTA from Watofo, Mr. Just Right One, and the Vapor Chronicles. So you guys can go check that out. We'll have another review. Well, I'm not even necessarily sure if it's going to be really a review as much as it is kind of like a show and tell, because I don't know if they're really available that much anymore. I believe I got one from the last batch of 20, but I've been really digging this 1 Gen M. So I might just do a little show and tell on this thing just because I really dig how this thing works and stuff like that. And I just want to do a video for you guys. So that might happen for you guys Wednesday. And, we got the green room on Friday, of course, with Sean Typhon, a.k.a. the Angry Hippie. And we got a special guest coming on this weekend as well. I've been a guest on his show. So that might be a little bit of a hint. And he's coming on our show on Friday. So that should be a lot of fun. And other than that, make sure you guys subscribe to the Vaping with the Ohmies channel, because next Monday we're making the move, guys. On the 6th, May 6th, Vaping with the Ohmies. Subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff. That way you guys know when we go
1 year
live
anniversary.
next Monday. 1 year of the Ohmies. So start of season 2, guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just going to say it right now. I checked it today. We're at 45 subscribers. If we get to 100 subscribers before next week,
You'll shave
I'll
your beard.
send. No, I can't do that till July. That'll be on the plate after July. Okay. I got a bet with a buddy. Rowan's got to be 5. I've had it for 5 years almost. So that's out of the question. I'll send someone 2 100 ml bottles of IVC juice if we can get.
Ooh.
You should throw that up and we can repost it. That would
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
We'll do that on the IG.
We need 100 subs before next Monday on the Vaping with the Ohmies channel. And then we'll
Yes.
pick
100 mils of juice.
200 mils of IVC premium juice.
And it's delicious, guys. All the juice lines they got over there at IVC.
Just ask
So,
for 2 bottles of Parade Maker. Just saying.
yeah, just do it. Do it, and you won't regret it. Trust us.
I hate hazelnut, and that bottle did not last.
It's
It's
delicious, isn't it?
Yes.
So good.
PoonSauce, throw it away.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out, Saturday I had my What's Your Story featuring the lovely and the amazing Angela Garrity. So if you can go watch that, that would be greatly appreciated. It was a great time. She told a fantastic story that she got a little bit emotional, which emotional is always good, especially with kind of thing like that. It's inspirational. It's great. And of course, Wednesday, don't forget, new episode of What's the News PoonSauce. I'm going to try to keep the flow going with what I talked about in the news today, keeping it positive. I'm going to try to be as positive on that show as possible. So if you're looking to hang around for a half hour to spread some positivity, come on by. It's going to be a fun time. And Vape with the Ohmies next Monday, new channel, 1 year. Holy fuck. And Clown, what do you got?
No, I was gonna go. Swaggins, you want to promote anything?
Sure. Yeah. Thanks for that PoonSauce every time, forgetting about me and when I'm about to, promo you. So coming soon to Teespring, Dunkelcroy t-shirts. Thank you.
Hashtag Dunkelcroy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dan, you got anything, buddy?
Um.
The giveaway, a bottle a day giveaway.
Oh yeah, come join the. Thank you for reminding me about my responsibilities, Clown. So, go join the Independent Vapor Company group. We're doing a bottle a day giveaway for the rest of the year. I throw a question up. My question yesterday was, "What do you prefer, chunky or creamy peanut butter?"
Dude, what I love about it is people are answering in like GIFs and stuff.
It's part of my question.
That's what I've been doing now.
Yeah.
So like I'm looking for like the funniest ones. Like I was trying to find one for creamy and it, like have a dude like smearing peanut butter all over him or something.
Did you see the one I post? Like I'll just post in there just to bump it back up to the top. The dude's covered in peanut butter, just like, that's your fucking entry. And then I'll pick a winner the next day. It's super simple. We've had a couple Stooges win. Like, we've been doing it, I think, for a month. So 30 bottles have been given away. So come join the Independent Vapor Company group on Facebook.
And get you some.
You could win some. You could be the guy that wins or girl that wins it, the next day. And win the 100 sub giveaway. And then you got 300 bottles of juice. How cool does that sound?
300 bottles.
Right?
300 mils. Boom. There you go.
300 mils. 300 bottles.
Don't
That's a
forget,
commitment.
300 mils. Not 300 bottles. 300 mils.
Millions.
MLS.
Millions.
Somebody's going to contact Ryan and be like, Dan just promised me 300 bottles.
Also, don't forget.
Keep watching the video.
Ohmies Facebook group.
Vaping with the Ohmies Facebook group.
Answer the damn fucking questions.
We're almost to 200, by the way, guys. We're creeping in. I think we're around like 185 or something like that in the Ohmies group. So 200 members, who knows? We might do something a little special when we get to 200, guys. So make sure you join the group as well.
Yes.
All right.
We're going to be waffling a Kimberly in the Ohmies group.
No.
Dude, we'd have like 2,000 members like tomorrow if that was happening.
The high-end vape forum just comes over.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. So, yeah.
This one? That one, Swag?
No, that one.
Oh,
yeah, sure. Yeah, we could. Hey, you want to offer up your Kimberly, bro? Don't follow my
Okay, maybe I will, but for the right cause.
Oh, fantastic.
So y'all think about it.
Wow.
Okay.
And you mark my word, it's in the replay.
Oh.
There it is.
All right.
You guys heard it first.
Totally sidelined me.
He's like, man, now what do I say?
My gears are rolling. I'm like, oh, the show's got to end.
Okay, so my wife is actually blowing Americano at my face as we speak, and it smells delicious.
So good.
That means wrap it up. You got shit to do.
Yeah, pretty much. And okay, so yeah, live vlog to review videos. Thank you for everybody that joined on Let's Talk DIY. And if you are a DIYer, meaning box modder, coil builder, and juice maker, I want to talk to you because I want to bring people on, tell their stories and all that kind of jazz. All right. So thank you everybody for being on. And as always, vape on, friends.
Vape on, Ohmies.